Hello friends, this is Scott, and I'm doing a video today that I never anticipated doing, but what the heck, let's go for it. We're building a fairy garden right underneath this maple tree, and it's right in front of my walking onion bed, and the backside is the compost bin area. Like most of my days, started at Home Depot, and I picked up 40 cinder block wall block, and I'm going to use this to build a little retaining wall to give my wife an area for a fairy garden. Anytime I bring home heavy materials, I've got to share my pain with you guys. And I've got to carry these block all the way down the stairs, around the corner, and you get an idea of my daily travels. Whether I'm bringing in compost, bringing in block, bringing in dirt, whatever I'm bringing in, I've got a little bit of a walk. But it gives me a little exercise, and I don't mind a little exercise. There's only 20 trips today, which wasn't too bad. As this is not a how to build a retaining wall video, I'm just going to show you the most important part, which is having a great base of first level layer, nice and level. In most projects, this will be a design build, and this is just the amount of materials I have to do this project. It probably costs $100 in materials, 100, 110, and just a little manpower. Now this is the wall block. You see the little crease in the middle? As you need to do different levels that aren't lined up totally, because you don't want joints. You've got to break some of these into two. They don't sell individual singles on this size. So this is how you split a block. You could do it with a grinding wheel, with a concrete wheel, but I just do it this way. There's not heavy aggregate, which is rock, in this material. So all you do is you score it, and you just give it a few taps along each side. As you'll see, I'll flip it over and I'll do the ends, the front, I should say. And I'm just giving it a little bit of a tap. I'm not using a lot of power here. I'm just wanting to score it all the way around. And it seems a little tedious, but it's a very simple process. And a lot of people struggle with this, and they come up with some pretty bad breaks when they do their splitting. But a very simple process. Not all the blocks have these nice little creases to put the chisel in. Some do, some don't. But it takes just a few minutes and just a few whacks. As you see here, I'm going to give it a good couple more, a little bit more powerful strokes. And it doesn't take long to make this into a nice little split of two identical pieces. Now the sides do matter, which side you put them on. So I'll show you a little later. I make a mistake. I have to switch it out. But there you go. Two nice even pieces. Now I start laying out the second row. As you can see, I use the half block on the end so that we do not line up the joints. This leads to wall stability. There I had used the wrong half piece, so I had to put the other one on there. And they have little lips. As you see, I'm moving them back. They have little lips in the back that hook into the layer below, and so the wall does have a little bit of an inward lean, which adds a little bit more to support too. I built this wall to explain my rationale on the old fairy garden. My wife seems to think that my yard's a working yard, as she calls it, and sometimes that's not what her preference would be. But, I'm going to grow food, and the outside's kind of my domain. I don't tell her much about the inside. But she would like to have a little area to do a fairy garden, and she started one and just didn't quite have enough space, and it was a hill, and the dirt's crappy here, and the tree sucks up all the nutrients. So I'll build a little retaining wall for her and build a little bed that she can plant whatever she wants to plant. So she'll make her a little happier. Maybe she'll use the yard a little bit more, and we'll share some more time outside. So I don't mind the fairy garden. Didn't really know what a fairy garden was, but I guess it's just a plant area that you can plant whatever you want, and just like any other garden bed. So I'll leave it at that. And as I called this a design build, you're going to see in a minute that a straight wall 3 levels high is not going to do it to hold back dirt here. So I can't do straight. So I'm looking at this as I'm building the last part of this, and I'm not liking it. Not liking it at all. So we change it, and we put a little curve on the sides. And here's just a quick, I'm not going to show you all the work I did to do that, but I just leveled it out again and just made a little bit of a curve on a couple of the outside brick, just so that we can have a little more dirt retention and looks a little bit better. I had to remove some stepping stones, so I'll have to redesign my stepping stones, but I need to raise them anyway, as I need to add more bark and stuff. So here's me doing the other side, and I didn't do too bad for just a guesstimate as I was figuring out how the wall should curve. I did it fairly evenly. It's not perfect, but nothing ever's perfect in this world. So, but it's kind of a quick little project. And again, it was each one of these wall bricks is probably I think it was 224, 225, then tax. So 40 of them, with tax, you're around $100. And so, well, it wasn't that expensive of a project, and it took me, with the trip to Home Depot, it took me a couple hours to build this little wall for her. So here's a look at the completed wall. It doesn't look too bad. It's pretty even. Take a little pan around, but what we're missing here is obviously dirt. So, and I got my thumb in the way, it looks like. In my video, I do better with it stationary than I do carrying a camera, but I need to find some dirt. And where am I going to find it? In my pond area that I'm going to put in. So might as well start another project, or at least continue on. I started removing some dirt from here for other projects, but I need to remove a lot more. So I've got other walls to build, so I'll just keep taking dirt out of here. And when I use up all this dirt, I'll put my pond in. So this is good dirt. I put lots of manures and lots of compost and had bark. So it's full of worms and it's really good stuff. But I want to give her the really good stuff on top. So as you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to grab some Miracle-Gro potting mix, and I'm just going to put a couple bags here on top. Now this stuff takes a little while to soak in. It's got a lot of peat in it, so you got to water it in really good and then water it again. And here it is with the dirt. And I did put a couple of plants that she wanted that she got from inside the house that she wanted to put outside, and some bulbs. So I did plant a few plants in here and some bulbs. But doesn't look too shabby for a couple-hour project and $100. And here's a look at how much dirt I've removed from my pond so far. The pond will be this entire little area right here underneath the bamboo. I need to trim the bamboo back, but I got a good start on it, and it'll be an easy project. So here's the wall, and again, hopefully enjoys her fairy garden. And thanks for watching this video and enjoying me living my best rural life in the city. And so this project was so my wife can live her best rural life in the city also. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like what you see. And please check out my other videos, as I have a pretty good library going. This is video 98, so I've got lots of topics, and hopefully there's some information that you could find valuable in your garden. Thanks for watching.